So this is going to be that like the segmental motion of the thoracic spine and rib cage. So we're going to just start some basics. So we're going to think flexion, trying to curl down one segment at a time. Extension, stacking one vertebrae up at a time. So I'm using my hands here. We kind of went over using the yoga block for it. I think the yoga block might give you a little bit more feedback and give you a little bit more space. Just getting arms up to give the shoulder blades some place to go to be able to get that posterior rib cage going backwards. Or you can just use like a big pillow and kind of hug yourself as you do it. So the big thing is, especially when you're going down into that flexion, is to make sure you're not just doing this and kind of just curling that pelvis under and rolling back under to get that relative motion. Start here, and this will kind of give you that little bit of cue to help kind of push the sternum, which will then bring the rest of those ribs back. So we start here, we press in, try to fold down one vertebrae at a time without going back like I just did. This is going to be kind of hard probably at first. Feel every segment, but just start there and then try to come back up. We might tell them skipping a couple. So if you're having trouble with that and feeling every single one, you can kind of do that throughout the day without it, but it won't be as intense as possible. I would just go up against a wall. That way you can feel the little mini squat. If you want, you can kind of block here too if you need a little bit more stability. But come here and then you can start feeling one at a time off the wall as you go down. And then try to come back up. If there's any like one segment I just could not feel that, just go up and down. And that one little segment, especially as you get up to the upper thoracic, to work a little bit harder there. So that's kind of just starting that flexion extension. We went briefly over adding in side bending and rotation. So we'll start here. Same way you do the flexion. So we'll full flexion to rotation. This one's going to be easy. You kind of do that slide back. Rotate to one side, try and stay relatively neutral, and then we add in the bend. You should feel stretch on the opposite side, posterior rib cage, or where you're stretching or where you're moving. So I'm going to the left, so I'm going to feel it on my right. Then we start trying to stack back up one segment at a time, and now we're kind of in that like 3D position here rather than just going in one plane. Coming back up, and then back to the center. And I flex back down. Rotate. Ooh, and there I'm starting to come off the side. Side bend. And then stand back up 1 second at a time. We can put in other transitions there, but start with this for now. That should just be a good way to just kind of working and control those each individual joint rather than just kind of moving only at the bottom of your rib cage to get that motion. Just kind of disperse that through the whole spine.